Hey guys, this is Gailor from the T.J.C Chronicles, and I'm here today to talk to you about basically how not to be that guy. This kind of came about from a conversation I had with Pete over at SwissPicks regarding endorsements. Everybody and their mother talking about endorsements. I just came back from Namm. I was out at Winter Namm, had a great time. I was out there demoing the Wazacraft stuff for Boss. Amazing company, amazing time, everything first class. It was just awesome. So after the standard questions of what kind of picks do you use, what kind of strings do you use, you prefer maple over mahogany and blah blah blah, you know, the next question was, hey man, how do you get to do what you do? Or my second favorite version of this, how do you get to do what you do? So I kind of wanted to approach this from that angle, but also give you a hint of what the manufacturers are looking for as far as demo guys and artists and endorsers. Quick version of my background, basically turned pro at this at 17, moved to New York City, started playing in bands, played up and down the East Coast forever and a day, played pretty much everywhere there's electricity you can imagine, slugged it out hardcore, put out a few records, nothing of any significance, but had a good run, got to play some big places, got to do national act stuff, opening act stuff, all sorts of fun stuff. So there you go, there's my background. You can Google it or look it up or whatever you want to do. Long story short, Kid Havoc put out a couple more records back in 2005, 2006. I had just come off of a 2004 Guitarmageddon regional win and some other stuff, and I had some momentum and I started playing again. Started playing professionally again, I should say. And things kind of went from there. So let's back up for a second though. What does this have to do with how not to be that guy? Well, this conversation happened a lot at Namm. Hey man, how you doing? Oh yeah, cool. You're really good. That's awesome. Anyways, hey, who do I talk to about getting endorsed around here? Wow, okay. You've been in the room for 35 seconds and you already want to talk to somebody about being endorsed. Sorry kids, that's not how it works. So, if you walk up to any given booth at any given trade show and your opening line is, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, can you endorse me?" I promise you they're going to tell you no. They might spoon feed you and, yeah, sure, give us some stuff. And it's going right in the circular file. They're never even going to look at it. That's not how this works. You have to do a lot more work than just ask them to endorse you. So, again, SwissPicks, Pete, gets thousands of emails and calls and whatever. Hey, endorse me, I want free stuff, I want free stuff, I want free stuff. So, I'll give you a story on how I met Pete. It was pretty simple. I was looking to switch pick brands. I was using a lot of different stuff. I've been a Jazz 3 player for years. Through everything from the Eric Johnson style, original one, all the way up to the Altex. But I was looking for something different with grip. I was having some grip issues. Doing a lot of tapping, and then after I'd take the pick out of my mouth, it'd be wet or whatever, and it would slip. And I was using stuff from Aaron Martin with the pick strap, which I still use, still a great product, but I just wanted something a little different. And I said, hey man, I just hit him up out of the blue. I saw an ad, I believe it was a Rusty Cooley ad, and I said, wow, those look cool, I'll give it a shot. Hey man, I want to try one, but I don't feel like spending 12, 13 bucks just to try a pick. Is there a way you could send me one and I'll pay for it or whatever? I just want to try one. Is there a store I can go try it at? He's like, nah, man, it's not cost effective. I was like, all right, cool, I understand, I appreciate it. I'll tell you what, I'll be at Winter Namm with, I was going there with Chase Bliss and Boulder Creek and some other people. I'll be out there and I'll just try it there. And he emailed me back a few days later. Hey man, I checked out your stuff. You seem like a cool guy. Let me send you a couple picks and we'll go from there. So that's how that started. I bought my first few batches of picks, loved them. After a while, my record came out, things started to go well. Pete offered me endorsement and of course I took it. It made sense. That's how this is supposed to go. You know, an endorsement versus something you use and being a contract guy are also different things. So let me explain what that is. So for Eventide, Chase Bliss, Keeley, Boss, those type of things, I'm a contract worker. What does that mean? While I show up at a booth, I play, and I usually get paid or trade stuff out. I'm not going to go into the specifics of each manufacturer. That's not fair to them for whatever deals they have with other people. But I have a set thing, and that's what I get. And it's basically how it works. You have to earn up to that level. You might start playing Namm at first just to be able to play at the booth, and then maybe trade out for gear, or maybe trade out for your hotel, or maybe trade out for your flight, or all of it, or maybe get paid as well. There's all different levels of this stuff. So let's go back full circle. This is ROI for these companies. What kind of return on investment can they get by giving me picks or strings or pedals or something else? The simple answer is they have to be able to see return. You got to remember, you are there to demo their product. That's another misconception. You're not there to demo you. It's not the Scott Gailor show at the Boss booth. It is, I'm there to show off the Wazacraft. I was there demoing the Steve Vai Waza head and the new tone capsule, which actually is sitting right here, so the Legacy tone capsule. That's what I was there doing, and it was great. You know, I got to meet Steve Vai, I got to play through an awesome rig, I got to play in front of 8 stacks, which, if you ever got to do that, that's just incredible. But that's what I was there for. I wasn't there to hawk my CD, I wasn't there to hawk my services to other companies. I was there to work for Boss, and I was there to play what they wanted me to play. There's a video floating around right now by a guy named, I think his name is Ruslan. If I'm wrong, I apologize, buddy. It's a great video. I'm not sure what your name is. And I've seen it a few times. It's been showing up in my feed, and it's a great video. And it just says nobody cares that you're talented, and that's really what it comes down to. You could be the best guitar player at Namm, but you could be walking around without a gig because all you do is go up and sweep pick at 330 BPM and tell everybody how good you are. That's not how this works, man. It's not about being the best player all the time. It's about showing off the product that you are demoing. Making that product look good, sound good, so that people will buy it. Period. Now, the flip side of that is if you're a good guy and you're cool, they're going to let you sell your stuff, or they'll let you give some stuff away or promote stuff, and it's fantastic, man. You get to meet all these cool people and all these cool players, but walking straight up in a booth and just asking somebody, hey, give me free stuff. Sorry guys, it just doesn't work that way, man. There are so many talented players out right there right now playing with no gig or playing a cover gig or just playing in their bedroom because they just don't want to deal with the BS, man. So none of us are special. I'm not special. No one's special, dude. You just you just play, and you know, you got to treat your endorsers too with respect. Don't be the guy. I've seen this one a lot. This is one of my favorites. They're endorsed by somebody and they run over to another company, and that company might have even flown them out or paid their way out, and they're bashing the company that flew them out to the company that they're trying to get picked up for because somebody's got something new or some greatest and latest thing and they want it, so they're sucking up. Man, this circle is too small, man. These guys all talk. All these manufacturers talk to one another, and they all say, you know, this guy's cool, that guy's not cool. You know, it's kind of in a weird version of the skulls. Once you're in, you're in. But once you're out, you're out. You know, there's not a whole lot of middle ground there. So my advice to anybody who asks this question, how do I get to do what you do? Or how do I go do this? Or how do I get endorsed? Or how do I play trade shows? Slug it out. Go talk to people. Go to these shows, first of all. I wouldn't go run up to the people at Fractal. I don't play Fractal. It would be disingenuous of me to say, hey guys, I'd love to play your stuff. Your stuff is so amazing. Oh my God, give me one. Never owned a Fractal a day in my life. Played one. A couple buddies of mine have them. I think they're cool, but I don't own them. I play amps. So is there anything wrong with Fractal? No, they're amazing. But again, I wouldn't walk up to them and be like, yeah, let me have one. Here's a surprise, guys. I say no to a lot of endorsements and things too if it's something I can't get behind or don't believe in. You know, I won't just do something to necessarily do it. You know, there's so much more to it than that. So again, my simple advice to you is never go up to a company and flat out ask. Honestly, if you've got to ask, it's kind of like the price of something. If you got to ask, you can't afford it. If you got to ask, you're probably not ready yet. And we've all made a mistake. I've asked. Everybody who has endorsement has asked at one point. Don't do it, okay? It's just not a good look. Other part of this is understand that you are representing the company. That includes online. That includes when you're playing gigs. Man, if you're one of these, you know, what's the character in Winnie the Pooh? Eeyore. Woe is me, nobody loves me, and your Facebook's all doom and gloom, and you've got 8 friends. It's not going to work, man. This is a social media area. You're watching this on social media, whether it be YouTube or Facebook or God knows where you're watching this. But I want to help the younger guys kind of get this. And, you know, the other thing, too, a lot of us older guys, we need to help the younger guys understand how this works so the manufacturers might have a little bit better of time of things. You know, don't be that guy too. Take a minute, man. Help the young guys out. Talk to them. Show them what's up, man. Help them go through things the right way. If you know you made mistakes back in the day, make it so they don't make those mistakes. You know, just pay it forward a little bit, man. Help them out, man. Make it. You'd be surprised what a smile that puts on someone's face when you've helped them the right way. Last but not least, man, nobody cares how well you play guitar or how fast you play guitar or how well you play Eruption, for the love of God. Nobody cares, okay? Can you show off the product that you're representing to the best of your ability and sell it to people? That's what the manufacturers want. That's what's going to get you endorsements. That's what's going to get you gigs. That's what's going to allow you to be an artist for those companies. You got to have something. You know, be prepared. Can you play the tracks? Can you play many different styles of music to show off the product? Do you know the product inside and out? So if a customer or a client or a music store walks up and says, hey man, what does this do? And your sales rep or your person that's supposed to be helping you isn't there, you need to be able to answer those questions. You got to be well spoken. Be professional. Be on time. Show up. Don't show up smelling like, you know, last night's bar smoke and sweating out tequila and God knows whatever else. These are pro gigs, man. When you get to that level, you want to have it all the way up the food chain, and you want to stay there. You know, I'm lucky. I'm booked year-round. I do all the guitar shows. I have a steady following of clients and lessons and stuff with School of Rock. I absolutely love what I do, and I'm passionate. That's why I'm sharing this with you. So please, I beg you, be prepared. Get yourself a good EPK. Get yourself some original songs put together. Have all your stuff organized. Be ready to go so that if you do get the call, better yet, when you get the call, you're ready. I love you guys. Much love and respect to everybody out there giving this a shot. This is Scott signing off from the Tone Junkie Chronicles. Peace.